Jay from Highlights Along the Way, and today I'm going to do a cooking tutorial on how to make candied grapefruit and orange peels. So the problem with grapefruit and oranges is they create so much waste. They create all this peel trash that you just have to throw away or compost, but if you can actually candy them and then you can eat them so that it makes no waste. So this is actually pretty easy and I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's get to it. So if you're taking a grapefruit, this one is like if you have just eaten one, then you're going to take your serrated spoon that you used to eat them and scrape out all this excess from the flesh of the fruit, sort of. So you should have something that looks like this when you're done. Cut it in half. You can cut it into quarters. Then at this point, you're just going to, slice it into strips. These should be about 1/4 inch thick. That's how you know that they'll cook all through. It should all be relatively about the same size. The orange candied peels tend to be sweeter than the grapefruit ones, so the grapefruit ones you're going to want to let them sit in the syrup for a little longer. Now with oranges are pretty similar, except for you can just cut little slices of the peel off of it like this first, and then save the orange for later. We're just gonna scrape out this inside. Sometimes it helps to lay it flat until we have this. Then just like before, I'm gonna slice them into long sections that are about 1/4 inch thick. So you're just going to repeat this until you have enough peels to make your candies. And now it's time to start the boiling process. So we're going to take our peels and we're going to put them in a large pot. Just like that. And if you push these down, you want there to be 2 inches of water above them. And we're going to put these on high heat and till it boils. And then we are going to reduce it for a simmer and let it simmer for about an hour. So after it boils, you're going to reduce it to a simmer. It should look just like this. And then we're just going to let it sit for about an hour. Alright, so our orange peels and grapefruit peels have been simmering for about an hour. They've cooked down a little bit. Our grapefruit are a little more translucent. The oranges look about the same, but they're a little smaller. They've cooked down a little bit. So now what we're going to do is take these off the heat and we're going to drain. So we've got our strainer. Put that in the sink. Just drain these. So this is what they look like once they're drained. So our orange peels are nice and soft. If you're doing just orange peels, you might want to cook them on a little bit of a higher heat, but since I'm doing both, I did it about a little above low so that it's just a little more than simmering. So the orange peels are nice and soft, and our grapefruit peels are like translucent, which is what we want. Now we're going to make our syrup mixture that is going to sweeten our peels, now that we've cooked all the bitterness out of them and softened them nice and chewy. So I'm going to do 4 cups of water and 2 cups of sugar. You want however much you do. Once you put the peels back into it, you want the mixture to be about an inch above it when they're squished down. So I've got a lot, so I'm doing 4 cups of water and 2 cups of sugar. As long as you keep the 2-to-1 ratio, it's you can cook as many peels at a time or as few as you want. Okay, so now that we have our sugar in our water, we are going to boil this for about 3 or 4 minutes until our sugar is dissolved, and then we're going to add our peels. So this is gonna be done when there's like you can see there's little sugar granules on the bottom. This is not quite done yet. How to get rid of these all have to be dissolved. It should be completely clear when it's done. So now we are completely clear except for a couple little pieces of orange. So we are ready to add our peels. So now we're gonna add our peels. We're gonna turn our heat off and take our peels and add them to our syrup that we just made. And you're going to want to do this while your peels are still warm so that it's not going to like affect how they have already cooked. And then we're just gonna stir them around in this syrup mixture we've made so that we're sure that every piece is coated. And then we're just gonna let this sit for 6 to 8 hours, and I'll see you then. All right, we're back. It's been 6 hours, so now we're going to take our peels that have been sitting in the syrup, and we are going to heat them until they absorb almost all of the syrup. Okay, so we've cooked our peels down, and you'll know it's done when they've absorbed most of the liquid. So you see how there's not a whole lot at the bottom? And it should also be very shiny. That's how you know when it's done. And then we're going to take this off the heat. And we're going to put these on wax paper. Alright, so now we're going to lay these out on wax paper or freezer paper, anything that's plastic coated, and leave them out for 12 hours to dry. This is what they look like after about 12 hours of drying. So you'll know that they're done because the oranges will be like not shiny at all, and the grapefruit will be a lot less shiny, and they won't be very sticky if you touch them, and there won't be a whole lot of like the syrup residue left. So all that's left is to take them and roll them in sugar and then let them dry for a few hours more. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to Highlights Along the Way.